Did you know that 50% of people who start a new fitness program quit within the first 6 months? Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. And it only gets worse. Only 20% of people stick with it after 2 years. If you do the math, that means that 20 out of 100 people who start going to the gym will actually continue to go with the gym after 2 years of starting. That's crazy. Now, I'm sure that many of you guys who clicked on this video are worried that you yourself will actually fall off from the gym. Because maybe right now, you guys feel really unmotivated and unwilling to go to the gym. And don't worry, in this video, I want to explain to you guys why you guys fell off from going to the gym, how to get yourself back on track to going to the gym, and finally, how do you continue going to the gym for the rest of your life. And make sure to stay till the end of this video for the last point, because if you were to take anything away from this video, it should be that point I mentioned, because it could make or break you from having the physique of an average ordinary person today to the physiques of top star athletes, models, and fitness influencers. And in order to help explain all of this to you, I'm going to be playing a single match of any online game of my choosing to help explain why. But first, we need to understand, why did we fall off from going to the gym? Well, to help explain that, we need to think of going to the gym kind of like this. Now, ideally, whenever you want to go to the gym, you want to have a plan of action as to what split you are doing, what muscle groups you're training, how many reps, how many sets, all of that type of stuff. This is all so that you can have a good workout optimized for muscle growth. But when most people start going to the gym, even after the first couple sessions, they may not have a good routine to follow. This usually ends with them feeling bombarded with all these different exercises, information, times you can go, times you cannot. And then on top of that, while you may even still have gotten a quote-unquote good workout, you're still not sure on what you should do after your workout, which can sadly result in you feeling overwhelmed and eventually falling off from going to the gym completely. And that leads us into the first thing you guys need to do in order to get yourselves back into the gym consistently. And to show you why this is important, I need to ask you this important question. What is your favorite genre of video game? Is it first-person shooters, RPGs, open world games, mobile games? When you look at this list of video game genres, you might just be thinking to yourself, dang, some of these might just actually be the best. And some you might think to yourself, yeah, some are nice. And then some you might just think to yourself, are just absolute trash. Garbage. You don't understand why people even like them. Mobile games. This is the same way going to the gym works too. Depending on where you are currently with your progress in the gym, you might have a different set of goals within the next 3 months, which therefore leaves you with you having to now make a new plan tailored for the goals you want to hit. Some people may want to go to the gym 6 times a week in order to put a better emphasis on their upper or lower body. Some may want to go 3 times a week with a focus on just gaining strength. And some people want to go to the gym every day and train one muscle group a day. Well, on that part, just like the people who play mobile games, I just wonder why. Now anyway, what most influencers who don't blast steroids all the time, like Mario Rios and Jeff Nipper preach, is to follow a good structured routine. Because doing this allows you to accomplish 2 great things. For one, it keeps you accountable because it's your workout. Just like how you may have a doctor's appointment scheduled for you, you just wouldn't skip it. So because you have a certain routine of it and you know a certain time you should be going to the gym, that will keep you accountable. It's just like how sometimes you may even have a certain plan to play a certain game at a certain time of the day. And number 2, it allows you to track your progress much more easily. Because let's face it, as us naturals, it's hard to see physical changes week by week in your body. But by tracking your progress of strength, by always progressively overloading, you should then know that new muscle is being built, even though you just sadly may not see it. So how can we implement this into our lifestyle? Well, first, ask yourself an honest question. With your lifestyle and obligations, how many times can you go to the gym in a week? At the minimum, it must be 3 days a week in order to be effective. Now, I want you to schedule that time into your calendar on maybe your phone, for example, and time block exactly when you're gonna go to the gym that day. For me, for example, I usually go to the gym maybe around 5:30 in the afternoon. That's when I usually like to go to the gym. So that's what I usually time block in my calendar. Now, you guys might be thinking about how much time am I gonna spend into the gym? And aim for usually at most an hour and 45 minutes in the gym, but also consider travel time if you have to. Next, with the time you've scheduled, create a good workout split that would maximize muscle growth. If you need help with this and want to work with me to help build your most aesthetic physique, click the first link in the description below to claim your free one-to-one consultation call with me, Amarian. If you have made it this far and I've provided you value, consider leaving a like on the video. Now that we have identified having a good good structured plan and making your routine, let's talk about making the gym a place you actually want to look forward to. We all know that if something isn't fun or enjoyable, it's gonna be hard to stick with long term.
So how do you make the gym as fun as possible? Well, that's pretty simple. All you need to do is start incorporating exercises you actually enjoy doing.
Think of it like playing your favorite first-person shooter game. You wouldn't want to go ahead and use a weapon you don't like, of course, right? Or a certain class you just don't enjoy using, right? Of course not. You would probably be playing with the class that you would prefer to be using and the weapon you would also want to use too. Like for example, I'm playing X-Defiant right now and I'm using my favorite weapon, the MP7, and I also have my favorite class too right now. I mean, yeah, maybe once in a while you may play like a different weapon or something like that, but most of the time you usually want to play the weapon you're naturally good with and also enjoy to use.
The same principles apply to the gym. If you love deadlifts, for example, make that a staple in your routine. If you hate a certain exercise, then don't do it because someone says it's the best exercise on the internet. There are always alternatives that can get you guys the same results, but make your workout something to actually look forward to. By incorporating exercises you enjoy, you're more likely stick with your routine. You can even mix things up once in a while, try new things, and even set small goals for yourself to keep things interesting. Just like unlocking achievements in a game, hitting new personal bests in the gym can be incredibly rewarding. The key is to make your workout something you're excited about rather than something you dread. This last point I'm about to hear is crucial, so pay attention, as this will separate those who just get by and those who actually excel in the gym. What do you think is the difference between an average person and someone who excels and achieves greatness in their fitness journey? Well, it's usually the mindset that they adapt. You see, the greats see themselves as something greater. They usually see themselves around athlete level. The people who excel in their fitness journey are usually thinking of themselves as athletes, regardless of whether they're stepping on a stage, competing in a sport, or just aiming for their personal best. They don't just go to a gym to just check a box. They go to the gym because they believe that they are building something greater. To truly embody this mindset, you have to start seeing yourself as an athlete. This doesn't mean you have to be the next Mr. Olympia or the next pro star athlete, but you should approach your training and mindset with the same exact dedication and seriousness. You need to believe that you can truly achieve that physique you've always wanted, and more importantly, believe that you deserve it. When you start to think and act like an athlete, your habits change. You become more disciplined, more focused, and more committed. You start to see the gym as not only a place to just work out, but as a place where you mold the best version of you. This exact mindset shift is what is going to keep you going to the gym for the rest of your life. So what did we learn today? To recap, we built a structured plan, made the gym fun by incorporating exercises we actually enjoy, and finally, we started to see ourselves as athletes. Do this, and not only will you avoid falling off, but you'll set yourself up for a lifetime of success. And remember, if you're serious about transforming your physique into building that athletic and aesthetic V-taper physique, then remember to click the link in the description below and book a free one-to-one consultation call with me, Amarian. This is Amarian here. Peacing out. Have a good one. Peace.